to speak on it with who you with, CurtDog. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, CurtDog. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Who you with, Kurt? I'm out. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, CurtDog. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, CurtDog. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, CurtDog. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, CurtDog. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to speak on it with who you with, CurtDog. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, CurtDog. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to speak on it with who you with, CurtDog. Welcome to speak on it with who you with, CurtDog. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome. I'm welcome to speak on it. Welcome to speak on it. I'm welcome to speak on it. Welcome to speak on it. I'm welcome to speak on it. Welcome to speak on it. I'm welcome to speak. Welcome to speak. I'm 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 welcome to speak. Who you with, CurtDog? Who you with, CurtDog? It's Friday night. Yeah, we supposed to been on at 8, but it been a hell of a week this week. So but we on now. We're definitely on live. This is not a rerun. This is live right now. So hopefully want to welcome everyone on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. D Live is always in the house. And also, it been a hell of a week, a busy week. So we didn't get a chance to make it on last night, but we on tonight to make up last night. We're gonna go over a couple of things tonight. Early voting, history is risky, um, and prayers with Coach Prime. Orion Jean out of Mansfield, Texas. We're gonna talk about that. And Timothy Smith. Yeah, we're gonna talk about him too. And also, uh, there's a reason why Radio Chaos sent me this. Trump on the toilet, flushing those files. We're gonna talk about that too. So, welcome to the show. T-Cal is in the house, but right now I'm about to bring my home girl, Miss Risky. What's going on, Miss Risky?
Nothing much. About four blinks away from falling asleep.
I know this last hour have been crazy. Couldn't get the camera to work right with the software. I don't know what in the hell going on. It's Friday night. I guess my computer's saying, look, we don't do this on Friday nights. But we here tonight, so make the best of it. Um, so T Cal said, hey, Miss Risky.
Hey, hey.
Um, so yeah, while doing the history, I may not need to do that. I was gonna say I was gonna take myself off camera, but I may not need it. But go ahead. I think my lighting is good. I didn't get a chance to cut my lighting on, so hopefully my head not showing too bad. But how was your week besides today?
Slow.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
wish
It's just slow.
I could say the same.
Started back writing.
That's a good thing.
Um, yeah. I switched back to my other novel because there's like three novels I was working on, and then some screenplays. Switch gears because
No,
I
okay.
didn't, I haven't gotten through that the screenwriter's Bible. It's pretty thick, and I just
Hmm.
can't focus on reading right now. And then I realized on one of my stories, I was like, I think I had a quarter of it done, and I was like, oh, okay, let's see where this goes then. So
Well,
that's
that's
where
good.
I am. I need to
Mhm.
finish at least two projects this year, and
No,
hopefully by then I'll have like somebody who wants to buy my script or get an agent because I've been trying to get an agent for like 10,000 years, and those are, I guess, hard to come by.
Need a connection. Need a connection.
Like, we
So
really do, because it's like nobody gets discovered anymore. Like, people have to know people
yeah,
to
you
break in. Um,
exactly.
it's just crazy, but it is what it is.
T Cal said my light is good, so I don't need the light on, so that's good. Welcome to the show. All aboard, all the way out of MIA. Miami is in the house. Welcome to the show. Thank you and T Cal both for always supporting the show. Um, but that's good. I'm glad you started writing when you text me and told me you started back. I was like, good. I need to start back. But I just been so busy lately. And
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to
I
get my
took
outline together because I was like,
well,
if you have an end, then everything else will flow. So I figured out an end.
well,
And
what
so now I
we'll
just start
do,
piecing everything
what
together
we'll
and working.
we'll do a pinky promise.
What are
Whoever
you like 12?
whoever get an agent first, we'll look out for the other one. So we'll do that. Got the pinky promise.
All day with your shenanigans.
All
So
right.
on that note,
Yeah,
so I
you
don't know
ready?
about you guys, but I'm really excited to watch the concert that's going to happen on Sunday with
Yay, yay.
Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, who I'm not really familiar with, but I'm curious to hear what his sound is like, and of course Mary J. Blige. You gotta
Got to get that
do a
step
little
on.
tribute. So in tribute of that, you get your snacks together, and one of those things that we have at most get together are chips. So we're going to talk about the guy who allegedly created this. Now, there are some other people who have this claim, but we're going to talk about George Crumb. He was born uh, on July 15th, 1824. He grew up in upstate New York and was hired at Moon Lake House, a high end restaurant that catered to a wealthy Manhattan families. And his regular patrons of the restaurant was Commodore Cornelius Vanderbilt. And like he frequented it so much that he gave George uh, Crumb his nickname, Speck, which I don't know if it's an offensive thing or if it's just a play on his last name, Crumb. I don't know. They didn't really go into that. So we're just going to bypass that. According to popular legend, the potato chip was invented when a picky customer, Vanderbilt, repeatedly sent back an order of French fries, complaining that they were too thick. And this restaurant was well known for their French fries, like that was their thing. So George got really frustrated with him and his demands. So he thought he was uh, just being like, I guess, well, his revenge on him. He decided to slice up a batch of potatoes paper thin. Then he fried them to a crisp. He seasoned them with lots of salt and gave it to him. And surprisingly, he liked it. Vanderbilt liked it.
He like it. He
And
like
soon
it.
enough, right, he likes it. He likes it. And it was just like a gag. Like he didn't really think anything of it. He was just doing it out of spite. And the dude liked it. And soon Crumb and the Moon Lake House became well known for their special, they called them Saratoga chips. In 1860, George decided to open his own restaurant on Malta Avenue in Saratoga Lake, which and that location featured the potato chips as an appetizer on each table. Now, again, I told you there are some disputes and some interest, the people claiming. that the potato chip didn't originate with him. And it may not have, it's a potato. I mean, uh, a, a number of accounts stated that the slices of potato had already been published in a cookbook by the early 1800s. And then I want to say in a biography on George stated that he never even mentioned the potato chip and didn't even mention it in his obituary because I guess back then they listed all their accolades and all that stuff. So it was never mentioned. And at one point, there was even a story that Crumb's sister, Kate Wicks, claimed to be the real inventor of the potato chip. And that was a story published in the Saratogian in 1924, which credited her at her when she died at the age of 102 as being the creator of the Moon Lake's Saratoga chips. But again, none of these things are really substantiated. But I'm sure that because it's a potato, I mean, I'm sure somebody, there probably is a recipe, but he made it famous in that area. And visitors at the time came from far and wide to Moon Lake House for the taste of the famous Saratoga chips, even taking a 10-mile trip to the area just to try it. Um, at one point, Carrie Moon, the person who owned the Moon Lake House, claimed that he created the potato chip, but and try to discredit George, but again, can't is not substantiated. But let's see. Then let's see. The restaurant that George opened was very successful because, like I said, he provided a table with a basket of chips, kind of like tortilla chips at a Mexican restaurant. They just were a part of his restaurant and their I forget the word I was trying to say. Well, he just served it, so we're gonna forget the word I was trying to say. I've been drinking. Forgive me.
It's Friday
I've been
night.
waiting to get on. So anyway, the restaurant opened and operated for 30 years and eventually closed in 1890. And unfortunately, like Crumb never patented the potato chips, nor did he seek out marketing them outside of his restaurant. Even after his death, sometime in 1914, Crumb's chips remained a local delicacy until the 1920s, when a salesman and entrepreneur named Herman Lay, yes, you heard me, Lay,
Yeah. I'm looking at
began,
pictures and I'm about to
began
send you one.
traveling throughout the South and introducing the potato chips to different communities. And at that point, Crumb's legacy was overtaken by the production and distribution of potato chips on the national scale. And we all know Lay's potato chips. Like I have a bag of limon potato chips, Lay's potato chips in my pantry. I mean, it's been there for a couple of months. I don't know if they're still good, but they're in there. And they're probably in everybody's homes at this time. But again, like a lot of these stories weren't substantiated, but we're going to give him credit because at least he had a restaurant that's been established and proven, and that's what he served that no one else in that area serves. So give him his props.
I just text you a picture and
Of
look at the comparison between them and Lay's. Lay's
okay,
really did not change the design that much. Only
you want me
different
to
they
show
don't.
this?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
they just threw Lay's on top,
And they put
and
a
it's
red
like a full
potato.
potato with just chips.
They took the red potato off.
Yeah,
So um, hmm, hopefully his family is still getting paid because that look
no,
like
No, because he wasn't credited with it. They've seen nothing.
Mm,
Like that's the
yeah.
whole thing. Like he wasn't credited, his sister wasn't credited with it. Literally, the salesman came by, took it, and it became their legacy. So the Lay family got paid. The Crumb family did not
So this is
at
part of
all.
as they say, critical race theory. They don't want these type of history taught in schools because people probably would look at it completely different. Look at
Well, they look at anything differently, and that's what kills me about like these them trying to whitewash history. It's like why? Everybody knows how we were founded, and you keep whitewashing it. It's like eventually somebody's gonna stumble upon something, and you're gonna piss the wrong person off. Like you can't keep hiding because guess who's not ignoring the critical history? Our
we're
neighboring
not.
countries. You know what I mean? Like they be like, "What about slavery? What about this?" And some idiot kid is gonna be like, "What are you talking about? They were indentured servants," which is what
Exactly.
when my niece went to school, that's what they were trying to say slaves were, and I was like, that implies they were hired
And they didn't get paid. But
at all, like for 400 years,
that's some good
and we still
information.
haven't been paid for it, and I want my reparations now. Darn it!
And we can start by going to early vote come Monday. The 14th. Early voting start here in Texas. Get out and vote. Don't wait until March 1st. Anything can happen. March 14th, we need to build these polls up. I'm going to vote Tuesday. Yeah, because I'm off.
Yeah, I'm
So,
thinking I'll probably go Wednesday. I don't like how they're doing the setup where it's like you got to choose Democrat, Republican, whatever. I don't like that. I want to just be able to see everybody because I like a little bit of everybody.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I like a little bit of everybody. And one of them was really, he was on the other side, and I really liked what he said. And I asked him a question on Twitter, and he responded vaguely. Well, not vaguely, but he skipped a part of my question, but he went on with the other stuff that sounded really good. Um, I'm not gonna say who it is,
No, no,
but
no, no, no. We
you want
need
me
to
to say who
know.
it is and read
We
it?
need to know because the thing is, if
Okay,
he's
I'll
running
do
for
that.
public office, we need to know if he's gonna be truthful and answer the question truthfully.
Well,
So,
yeah. So, okay, so this is what I wrote, and this is Paul Belew. I don't know how to
ooh,
say his name. Is Belew.
okay.
He looks sketch in his pictures, but they all do. So his thing, like I was looking at all the candidates because I was like, I need to know who these people are and what they stand for, besides a wall and what healthcare and what's the other thing that the Democrats are pushing? Education. Like, screw them kids. What are you doing for the single people who kids? Like, I
Did you just say
fell
that
through a
out
loophole
loud?
again. So I'm looking for other options. Fuck them
Did you
kids.
just say
No,
that
I'm
out
just kidding.
loud? Yeah, you really been drinking. I apologize. We've
No,
been
no,
trying to get
that's
on
me
for an
on a
hour.
record. I've been telling my boss, like, screw them kids. Like, I don't have any. Like, they got enough. What about me? But I've been saying that since the beginning, since the stimulus. It's like the single, like, no children, whatever. Like, we get nothing. We get screwed on the deal. We just get higher taxes. We pay for everything ourselves. What do we get? Give me some casino money. Give me something. A wine club? I don't know. So anyway, so this guy, he had the same ideas that we've always talked about. We need a casino. We need to legalize, weed, like all aspects of the weed, not just hemp and whatever. And that's one of his, those were a couple of his things. And so I asked him a question. I said, do you have a plan for getting casinos in Texas and supporters? Because you could say all you want, but is there, like, if you were in office, is this something you have support that could be pushed through? You know? So he wrote, yes, I'd allow a bill to pass to have 8 to 10 casinos in Texas. We'd work with compacts in place in other states to make sure we had a strict number of gaming licenses. The only way to lower property taxes without cutting spending is to legalize THC and bring gaming here. Because his whole thing is he wants to kind of make Texas his own thing because we are losing revenue to Louisiana and Oklahoma.
Hmm.
Like we are. Like, and why no one is considering or pushing to get this done, like, it's stupid. Like, we can, lower taxes. We can probably, lower tolls, and use some money for the roads because, Texas got a lot of potholes.
Yep.
So he kind of, did his politicianing and,
Well,
and he didn't say he had supporters. He was just like, well, I'll pass a bill. But that doesn't say, well, I have supporters that would make sure this gets, because you can pass a bill, but guess what it can do?
it can
Denied.
also die.
Right. And
Uh,
then he's like, well, I tried. I put it out there. And we see this a lot with, with the presidential and, races. They always say, spout a good game. And I'm still waiting for them Biden to release me of my student loans that I'll never pay off ever in my life and lay off the crack pipes,
oh, he
which
can't.
they recanted on that.
Yeah, I was finna say that too. They came back and talking about
Yeah, they recanted on that. They were
but
like, no, we meant
the story was clear
yeah.
to keep from passing disease and
Well,
sharing.
and it was other things like needles and things. So
Yeah,
it included all of the things, and they did not say like because even though crack pipes weren't specifically named, they did say like paraphernalia.
but they
I
did have the
mean,
pictures.
right, you know what I mean? And so get this. So I posted on Facebook a video of Tron from the Dave Chappelle show where he was a crackhead going to the White House to get his crack.
And
That's what
now
I
it's
said.
coming.
That's all I did. Tell me why Facebook sent me a notification stating that the post information that this post includes information that independent fact checker said was missing context, um, and that I would they just put me on alert, and I was like, it's not real, it's a skit.
So they
It
never seen Dave
literally
Chappelle
says
show,
Dave Chappelle, and they thought I was like spreading propaganda in reference to biting in the crack pipe.
hmm. Yeah, okay.
I was like, okay, Facebook, like that's where you draw the line. Okay, all the other stuff I see on Facebook.
Exactly. And you want to know why they lost? How many billions did they lose this past quarter or something? Think it was like 10 billion or something. Yeah, it was a lot of
Yeah,
money. So so I
I
hey,
don't know. It
each
is
his
what it
own.
is.
I I
But
I'm like this because I'm not on Facebook that much, but when I
I
was
live
on
on
it quite,
Facebook.
I've mainly been on TikTok and uh I check Instagram quite a bit. So, but that's some good news about the history though. The potato chips and how Lay's got over. They
That's how they all do.
$1 billion company. Um, Also, we want to send prayers out to Coach Prime,
Who?
Dion.
Oh,
Coach
Dion.
Prime, yeah,
Because I was
Dion's
like,
son.
who are you talking about, Coach
Hey,
Prime? What is a
he
Coach Prime?
said to address him as Coach Prime.
Well, I don't follow sports, so I would not know that.
No, but he have done a great job at JSU because they football team is off the chain, and then on top of that, a lot more HBCUs are getting exposure also. So shout out to Coach.
Prime. Now you got me fumbling over words. Um,
Me,
shout out
you
to
always
Coach
fumble your
Prime.
words.
Yeah, hey, not in front of company. Coach Prime. It came out today. I believe it was TMZ that reported um, he could possibly have his leg amputated. Hopefully, they find another way of doing it. But um, and he said he don't want to do it. But if it's one of life or death situation, I'll be like, okay, because it's not gonna change the man. It won't change the man because he have a lot of respect and the things that he's changed in this world. Nobody can ever take that away. So prayers for Coach Prime. Hopefully everything work out for you. And matter of fact, he got was it tonight or tomorrow night? He's getting some type of award through the NFL or something. Uh, Something with the Super Bowl. But uh, shout out to him for that. Um, you want to talk about the uh, Gene, Orion Gene? Uh, want to hit on him a little bit? You forgot who it is? You sent me the story.
I
Okay.
just send them. I don't pay attention to who they are.
Well, I'm kind of scared to open up too many
Um,
pages. But shout
yeah,
out to
like I have them
Orion.
up now. I
Oh,
think. Yeah.
sh-
All right.
you
So Mansfield sixth grader named Time Magazine's Kid of the Year. Um, and Orion or Orion?
Orion.
Orion John or Jean is a sixth grade student at Alma Martinez Intermediate School in Mansfield. He's been recognized for his many community service initiatives. He created the Race to Kindness campaign, which has distributed 100,000 meals to families in need. The campaign also provided toys to children in local hospitals and books for children who may not have any at home. Um, he was chosen from more than 5,000 nominees, and he will be featured on the cover of their magazine, of Time Magazine. So, very proud of him, and he looks all of like 5 years old.
And doing great work, making a difference in the world
Already.
at a young age. Shout out to Orion Gene for the great work
Let's see.
and his parents for supporting the things he wants to do. Um,
Yes, I was trying to pull up his. Let's see. I guess
I often ask if you could pull up a picture of him. And
it won't let me. Oh wait. Well, it won't let me zoom in. Oh wait, hold on. I need to get back on the screen so I can see what I'm doing. So that's the picture that's gonna be on there.
y'all know
Kid of the
what?
year. Hmm?
Go out and buy that magazine to show love to the young man. I hope this magazine, because he's on the cover, become one of the top selling magazine at 6 years old. And doing that type of work, giving back to the community is awesome. So shout out to Orion Jean. Continue the great work um, and roll with it like that. So it's a couple of things that we've, I guess, while we was on vacation, a couple of things happened about these alleged, well, the suspect in the shooting at uh, Timberview High School in Arlington. Um, so come to find out, and this was uh, well, I'm gonna start with this first. Um, he was actually indicted today. He was indicted, which he should be. 3 counts of attempted murder, 3 counts of aggravated assault, and 1 count of carrying a firearm in a restricted area. Um, I know when we first discussed this case when it first happened, uh, everyone was saying he was being bullied. And because of that, I even made the comment, well, if you've been bullied, he may not get as many charges, but then it later came out it was no evidence of him being bullied.
Yeah,
So,
he was the aggressor. Even we talked on the show that didn't make sense. He was what, a junior or senior being picked on by a freshman?
and if
Like that didn't make sense to me, like at all. Um, and he was tall, and I doubt some, according to the video that we had seen that was out, things just didn't add up.
yeah.
And then more things came out, and he was in the wrong. And it's like, of course.
And so now he actually been indicted. But I've just seen this today. I guess while we was on a holiday break. Um, it came out December the 24th, according to CBS DFW. His bond was revoked for having a dirty drug urine test, either alcohol or drugs. They didn't claim which one it was, but he violated his bond requirement on December the 24th, and he was held in Tarrant County Jail. Um, so the thing is, here it is. My opinion, yeah, you was gonna get charges, but if you didn't follow the rules with your bond requirement, how can they trust that this was a isolated incident or you wouldn't do these type of activities again? Because you have to follow rules. And if and that's kind of like what's your homeboy out of the one that got drunk, Ethan Cows or Ethan
Couch?
what was his last name?
Wait, which one? Ethan
E-
Couch? The one that drunk
yeah,
was
Ethan
drunk,
Couch. Yeah, the one
killed
that
all the
killed
people.
those people in Fort Worth or South Fort Worth. Um, he didn't follow his bond. He out playing um what's that drunken ball or whatever y'all do? They do those ping balls drinking game, playing that on
I just want to
video.
hear and see if you get to it.
Hey, I never done it because
I haven't either
normally
because like it's a disgusting game to me. It's like there's not enough alcohol content in beer. You're throwing a little ping pong ball across the table in different people's hands and lands in the beer and you got to drink it. That's nasty. I don't think so.
exactly.
But it's
I
beer
always
pong.
thought it was nasty pre-COVID. So
Right. It's just
um
like I never understood that.
now the only games I've done was uh if you playing a card game or some type of game, you lose, you had to take a shot.
Right.
So
And you did that with
but you
everything.
use the same blood.
Like
And
we went to the bar and it was by a fire station in the neighborhood, Oak Lawn. That's our neighborhood. And every time we heard the sirens, we take a shot.
oh Lord, I
There's a
know
lot of sirens going on. And
y'all
we were
was
like, you
drunk.
know what? I've only been here for 20 minutes. Like I gotta drive home, and that was a long trip. So it was funny. And then they even had specials on shots for
Mm,
every time you hear a siren. I'm
hell no.
like, mm-mm.
I
So
know for our 10-year anniversary, we went back to Cancun, us and our crew. And I remember okay, this one day, this how the day went. Got up, ate breakfast, went to the pool. We swimming up to the bar. Started off drinking beer, then went to shots, then it went to Presidente. Now take it, we in the pool, and I guess it's about mm, 4 almost 5, which we had a happy hour set up at 6. So now we got to get out the pool, go to the room, take a shower, freshen up, and be at this happy hour at 6. Now it was about 15 of us or 16. And in this happy hour, they had 2 buffets, had 2 bars in there. And of course, we kept taking shots. Then we leave there, we had to go take pictures. Everybody go take pictures. Well, my wife and another friend, it was a wedding next door. Let's just say they decided to go into the wedding and hang out and take shots in there too. Well, after we take the pictures, we had dinner right after. Nobody ate because we were full from the buffet, but we took shots. Then we go to the bar. Well, now the whole bar is taking shots. We go to the hookah lounge. Well, we still taking shots. And finally, I said, I ain't taking no more goddamn shots. I was done. Um, so it was an interesting
Yeah,
weekend.
he was done 30 shots later.
Somewhere
After
around
his
there.
kidney, then his liver was like, I'm dying.
Somewhere around there. And then I'm not gonna mention no names, but one particular couple that was with us, they couldn't remember our room number, which was great. But everybody else room number, they started going to everybody's door, taking shots. I said, shh. Mm-mm. And so, but we had a great time. We'll be 15 strong this year. So that's good. Um, so it was one of oh, I know what a lot of people is waiting on. I already know. See, they thought he was sitting here tweeting, but he wasn't. If you look real good, those are files right there. He's trying to flush them down the commode. Now I know some. He came out and said, "No, I didn't. Uh, I didn't flush no files," and then he said he didn't know the laws or something. But either way,
Because didn't somebody in the office say that he clogged the toilet with files?
exactly. Said he clogged the
Toilet was
toilet with files.
clogged. Is this before or after the 15 flush thing? Was
I have no idea, but
it 15 flushes? I don't even remember. It was something to do with flushes.
I just pulled up, and I'm not going to click on them on one news article talking about Republican who rallied about Clinton emails are quiet on Trump records because he's supposed to turn over all records when he's the president. At the end of the day, he's supposed to turn them all in, but he said he didn't know. But they did find, I think they said about 15 boxes of stuff at his hotel at Mar-a-Lago. Um, so I don't know. How do y'all feel about these files? Because me personally, I'm like, hell, I'm not surprised.
Not at all.
Um,
I'm surprised he didn't like just color on them. Because he used that big old marker to write his name. I'm sure he's got some crayons and he colored out some stuff. But also, didn't he black out some files with his marker? Speaking of, because I think that's what the story stated, that some of the files that he did send
they was
were marked out. They were like redacted or something. Like he made the executive decision to mark them out. Let's see. I got 2 stories for him up. 15 boxes that contain presidential records. Let's do the other one. Oh, that was a long story. Hold on. I'm still scrolling. Top secrets.
And while you strolling,
Yeah, why are you scrolling? Oh,
I'm
yeah,
a,
here it is. So this is on Yahoo News. Um, let's see. Da-da-da-da. Oh, I lost it. Hold on.
boy,
Oh,
that
there it
Ron
is.
make
It
you
was
look
previously
cross-eyed.
reported that the boxes contain a letter from former President Barack Obama, as well as other correspondence with world leaders, including what Trump had called love letters from North Korea's Kim Jong Un, uh, reams of printed news clips, and a map that Trump infamously marked up with a black sharpie to show how Hurricane Dorian could hit Alabama in 2019. And let me see. I'm scrolling down because there was something else. Uh, they stated that they haven't found any evidence of tampering or deleting call logs, which it has been reported. But they noted that Trump had a habit of using personal phones to make calls.
Mm.
Um, and
But that's
so,
what he talked about that with Hillary too, right?
right, because she used her personal email or something. Was that the Benghazi? Something? I don't know. So yeah, it's pretty much like he's doing the same thing just in different ways, but he was the president and it's all good when he does it.
Mm,
Yeah,
BS.
yeah, of
Um,
course.
but they also say MSNBC say Trump campaign is sitting on a fortune built on lies.
Of course. I mean, hello. That's what they do.
Built on lies when he's still out campaigning and people are still sending him money.
Well, even Jim Jones had a bunch of followers, and we see how
Yeah,
that ended.
yeah, we see how it ended. And I think this the
Don't drink
aftermath
that
to
Kool
what.
Aid.
Yeah, y'all gonna take that Kool-Aid. It's the best one y'all ever taste. You may not
Mm-hmm.
taste another one just like this, but it's good.
It's a little
It's
tangy.
don't
Matter of
worry
fact, it's
about it.
called
It's just
Tang. Remember Tang?
it's just a little flavor in there. We just added a little bit something different off in there,
Yeah, we
so
call it
it'll be
Pootie
okay.
Tang.
It's gonna make it feel good. And
Mm,
then once you drink it, we just gonna say night night.
you go night night.
Night night.
Forever. As they
Um,
did in Sin like forever.
it's gonna say who we're gonna see who could drink the most Kool-Aid. That's the game we're gonna play.
No, they'll, and then in the South, all you need is a sweet tea.
It's some
That's all you
sugar.
need. Yes, sweet tea. They sprinkle a little whatever in there, and that's it. That's it. Especially if people are saying, "Oh my God, this is good."
Mm. Yeah, Trump.
Mm.
I don't know, and some people believe he's coming back. Uh, um, he's coming back in 2024.
I don't know. I need some other candidate pools because Biden, I don't want another old, crusty, dusty man in office. Like we went from a dementia to senile. I mean, he come on now.
Yeah, I don't. I'd say it from the beginning. Biden them would be a one-term team. I don't see him running again. Vice
I
President
mean, he
Harris
is
may run.
running.
Huh?
Didn't Biden say he's running again? Him and Kamala, they're rerunning. But I need other candidates, y'all. Hello, how about CurtDog and Risky? I'm like, we'll do
Oh,
something.
we finna
It's
have a good time.
listen. I will hold bills hostage, and I am stubborn
I can
and
see it now.
ornery. I am all the things.
I
It's
can
like
see it
I will
now.
sit right here, order DoorDash. We ain't going nowhere until
Mm,
this one bill that was promised to
mm.
us is passed. Let's make this work. And then we'll work on the other stuff later.
You're gonna be like Oprah.
With my box of wine.
You're gonna be like Oprah. You get reparation. You get reparation. You get reparation.
Well, not too many people. The ones who are ancestors are, the descendants of slaves, because not every black person is from here. You know,
True.
like some Africans just got here, but you have to be a descendant of a slave, and I'm sure they have records. And then a lot of us took some DNA tests. So we got that covered. But
Exactly.
we'll talk out some terms and figure out some things, and but we ain't moving forward with other things until that is settled. That is the first thing that's on the docket, and we ain't listen. Get this settled, and I'm hearing nothing else.
If if you just not tuning in, you are listening to Speak on it, Kurt Dog. I know Miss Risky and I is normally on Thursday night, but due to my schedule, it's been a hell of a week. Due to my schedule, Miss Risky said, "Look, let's make up the show tomorrow night. Let me check my calendar and see if I can
I
book you
did. I
in.
did have to check because sometimes I be double booking.
Let me check calendar, see if I can
It be all on my
fit
phone,
you
and I be
in for
forgetting.
tomorrow."
And I was like, I forget which week I'm in, and I was like, oh, you know what? I already had plans that day. My
Yeah.
bad.
So if you just not tuning in, this is not a recording yet, but this is a live show. We are live. You can chat with us in the like T-Cal, all aboard have died earlier. We are live. I know we didn't discuss this, but anybody know what radio at? I need to. I said I'm gonna email
Radio
them.
probably checked in and then left because we weren't on. I mean, Marcellus isn't
Well, we
on, but
wasn't on at the
even though
time we
he's
supposed to
late,
been coming on.
yeah,
Um,
well, yeah, that's true because he only does Thursday. But you think he'd pop in just to see because we were tardy for the party.
yeah, tonight we were tardy. Yeah, thanks to technical difficulties. And I'm scared to open up any pages on my computer. Hell, it might crash again. I don't know. Um, but let's talk about this up in Canada.
What's going
Um,
on in Canada?
yeah, they got all those protests going on up
Yeah,
in
but why?
Canada.
Like I saw people blocking borders and stuff, but I didn't see why.
Well, uh, from what um, when I first heard about it, it was about the mask mandate. Um, so it's it's crazy how all of this is going on. Okay, now this just came out an hour ago on CNN. A Canadian judge issued order allowing police to remove protesters. Um, so they had the roads blocked, and I want to say it has something to do with the mask mandate up there. And the first pictures I seen, because I briefly seen it, the fact that the type of week I've been having, um, I believe I seen a truck up there with a Confederate flag. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So they was up there and blocking everything, and oh, they got a live update. That's the one that wants you to sign up for them. I'm not gonna do that. This is over on the Ontario side, which also yesterday it came across that uh, they had the border block, I believe, up in Michigan. They had the border block where people could not get across the border. So it's um, very bad up there right now, and I don't know for sure, but Canada have called for a state of emergency 5 hours ago, and trying to see. I'm trying my computer. Hopefully, it don't crash on me. Um, but it's saying that the order came as protests continue to restrict traffic on a border bridge that is vital for U.S. Canadian trade. Blocking crucial infrastructure would be made illegal under the order, punishable by up to a year in jail and a Canadian $1,000, which is $79,000 in fine in the U.S. On Friday, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau spoke with U.S. President Joe Biden about the border blockage. Um, the pair discussed the shared challenge at the border. Could have kept that one. Mr. Trudeau said, with the Prime Minister promising quick action to resume trade. Addressing Canadian on Friday, he applauded Ontario measure and said that everything is on the table to ensure demonstration are brought to an end. It is time to go home, he said. The consequences are becoming more and more severe. Have insisted the unlawful activity would end, but said military intervention has not yet been seriously considered. Um, but if I'm not mistaken, somebody even said we can fight behind bars. We have to keep it peaceful. Oh, we can't fight behind bars. My eyes playing tricks on me. Um, but it's about the protest is about the COVID-19 vaccine mandate. About the vaccine mandate. So that's the reason why it's going down in count. Like I've said many times before on the show, hell, take the vaccine if if you want to take it. If you don't. But the thing is, that's your life. I've heard stories quite a bit where um, people, loved ones, decided not to take the vaccine and turned around. They end up losing their life. I was talking with someone the other day that just recently lost their brother. Their brother had been lying for their radio. Uh,
There's your buddy.
their radio. I knew if I said his name 3 times, he'll show up like Candyman. Radio, 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 radio. Radio. We
Yeah,
trying
you
to
say
find
that too
out.
many times, you get the other radio.
Oh hell.
Cuba.
Oh hell. Yeah. We radio. We've been talking about your boy in the files, but we want to know what's going on in Canada with the protests. Um, let us know what's going on. Are you in that area? Are you safe? I thought I was gonna have to roll up that way. Um, so let us know what's going on in Canada. Yes, we wasn't able to come last night due to my schedule, and so Miss Risky said, "Hey, let me check my calendar if we could come on tomorrow night, tonight." So we normally not live
Oh,
on Fridays, but
so it looks like the protest in Ontario is in opposition to vaccination requirements for truckers entering Canada.
oh, okay.
So,
Well,
yeah.
okay. He
So
said it's not
it's
in
only
in his area. It's back east.
yeah, yes, Ontario. It looks like it's Ontario.
Gonna be like
Uh,
near Saginaw.
I don't know the demographics. I can pick out Vancouver and Montreal and maybe Saskatchewan. That's it. I don't know where any landmarkers are for Ontario, which I'm
Back
sure
over
is
the
next
line.
to one of those, but I don't know what it is. Let me
So
look on a map.
So let me. I'm trying to understand this. So I know if they're saying the vaccine mandate for truckers coming into Canada, these are U.S. drivers,
Yeah, because it
supposedly.
looks like they're coming. Because Lake or Michigan is the border, and
I think it's near Saginaw.
where's Saginaw? I don't know. Can you see that? My light is hold on, let me turn that. Let's see.
Did you
Well, I'm
read?
trying to adjust my light
Uh,
and this. I'm multitasking. But there's Ontario, and it doesn't show what state that is because I don't know my United States. I do not. Sorry, I don't know over there,
hold on, let me
and I
pull
can't
it.
tell where it is over there. But New York and Maine looks like. Which one's the mitten? Is that Michigan? Because it's two parts of that. So it's Michigan. Then they have the mitten. That's Michigan, and then I don't know what that little part is in the corner.
Um, Michigan is kind of, and if I'm not
Well, that's
mistaken,
where Ontario is because you see the mitten is Michigan, Lake Superior, all them. That's
okay,
Michigan
so
right
that's
there.
gonna be.
So there's a piece next to it. I don't know what state that is. Let me look up the U.S.
I'm
map.
I'm I'm looking now.
Ah, let's see if I can identify it here.
Because I know up in Michigan,
So
um,
there's
at
Michigan.
one
So it's
point,
New York and
New York, Michigan,
yes,
and
New York
Washington State.
and yeah, yeah, and Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Well, Pennsylvania and
would be
Ohio
in
are
New York.
separated from a
Okay,
from there from like a river or something.
okay.
So that's what. So yeah,
I
all
know.
those it gets complicated in those eastern states. So
I
many.
want. I want to say that might be Michigan. I don't know.
No,
Um,
it is Michigan. That's the gloves
okay,
and the other part. It was the
because
one
I
that's
know.
next to it because Ontario spreads out, so it covers a lot of our states at the corner. So
Because
I'm
I
not
know when
familiar with the east side.
I end up driving up to Michigan one time. I was in Saginaw, and I can actually see them um, crossing the border. So that may be the bridge right there. But Radiohead, you see what Radio said, the moron that
Saginaw? Oh, so Saginaw, Michigan.
yes,
Okay. Because I was like, I don't know where you keep saying Saginaw. And I know we have a
that's
town called
Saginaw
Saginaw,
here out west.
but I couldn't even tell you where that is either. So
Um, Radio said someone run in Ohio tried to phone in a bomb threat. If the numbers don't do it, just crazy. Now he finna go um, um, calling the police station in Ohio and not in Canada. Damn. I bet you he having a hell of a night. Um, Radio said the Great Orange Clown influence finally made its way up here. So now I'm a blame. It's gonna be truckers from the U.S. Allegedly truckers from the U.S. that is leading this protest because they don't want to get vaccinated. Um,
I thought it was the Canadians that were protesting because they were the ones blocking the borders.
they probably got with some up there, but the thing is, I don't know the full story.
Well, I'm looking at it now because I mean because scanned through it briefly, um, that they're trying like they were blocking the bridge. I think to keep people from coming through. But they're not saying which ones the protesters are. But I'm gonna assume they're Canadians that don't want the truckers in there since they're fighting. You know, since they don't have the truckers don't have to be vaccinated. So if you don't want people to be unvaccinated coming to your town, you're gonna block them. So it makes sense that they would
Yeah.
block the path to the truckers for the truckers. So
Well,
uh,
either way, it's put like this: you cannot go to another country and make them follow your belief. All right, if you don't want to get vaccinated, don't go. Refuse to load. And to be honest, a lot of these truckers may be they last ever coming to Canada,
yeah.
because I've
But
heard,
again, I haven't read too much on it. There's a lot going on.
yeah,
I
I've
can't keep up with American news and then our more mature older brother
now is
in
this a
Canada.
now is this a far right event in Canada or the U.S. or both? Because I know you in Canada, and y'all probably see it all day long. Um, but the thing is, I've always heard horrible story going in and out of Canada as a truck driver. I I never left the well, never left the country in a truck except one time. That was by mistake.
You went to Mexico, didn't you?
Exactly. But that
You trying
I
to catch
missed
that show?
no, I missed
Mm,
my turn into the truck stop and I didn't
mm.
realize uh once I passed that brick wall, it was Mexico. So I hit up and turned around, came back. I should have, no, don't want to get caught over here. But
Like all
some,
these signs are in Spanish.
oh, it wasn't, no, it went
I'm just
from a,
messing with you.
no, it went from a paved road to a dirt road.
You were working for the cartel. You were doing some drug run-ins.
um, Radio said both. A lot of money has been raised in the U.S. They had 10 million on GoFundMe. Damn. Okay.
Hey, hey, orange supporters, can I hold like 20,000?
Hey, if y'all want to come on the show and let's talk about this, we won't charge you 10 million.
That's a couple of dollars. My birthday's coming up.
Exactly. Um, yeah, that see, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Valentine's Day coming up. Hook us up.
That's the problem with folks that everybody is not gonna think the same. I'm like this, hell, if you don't want to take the vaccine, don't take it. That's your life. Like I said before radio came on, I said I talked with someone last week and they brother who had been lying the whole time that he got the vaccine and kind of find out he did not get it after he got sick. He said he didn't get it. He took someone to go get it, but he didn't get it himself. And on his deathbed, he admitted he did not get it. And they said within a couple of minutes he took his last breath. This is not a game. You keep playing that way you want to, but you I hear people all the time, oh, I had COVID. It's not that bad. It's like a cold. COVID affect everybody differently.
There's
It
some
can,
people walking around that have the virus and are just carriers.
and then there's some people that know they have it and they don't give a damn and they still go and do stuff. I seen a video, uh, or some no, somebody was telling me this story. They was at the grocery store, and this woman came in and bought up a lot of stuff, and they said, "Oh, you getting ready for the cold, for the freeze we have?" She said, "No, I test positive for COVID, so I'm getting prepared for exactly. I'm getting prepared for a quarantine."
No,
I'm like, and that's how people look at it. I'm like, nah,
it's
but
funny. I went upstairs because, all right, so random story. my neighbor sent me a text asking if she could borrow some vodka. And I was like,
Mm.
borrow? I was like, you can have, like, I have some in the freezer. It's about a cup and a half, and you can have it. And so I took it upstairs because, she's an older lady and she struggles. Like, I watch her on my Ring camera struggle up and down them stairs. So I just brought it up there and, took it to her. And, she wants to have a conversation. And long story short, I leave her apartment and she talks to me outside, and our neighbor upstairs, my upstairs neighbor, comes out and she's like, "Oh, this is the lady I was telling you that just got a hospital from COVID."
Oh hell
She had
no!
been she had been in a hospital all January. She still has pneumonia and she's on oxygen. So like COVID, like again, it affects people different ways. But when it gets you, like it gets you. Like
Yeah,
in some cases, not all the time, but my coworker, she's still on an inhaler. Like it messes up your lungs like something awful. And she's an older gal. I don't know how old she is because I can't gauge certain people's, you know,
some of them
ages.
age a
So
little bit different.
some of the ages sometimes they look older.
Some
But
people age a little
it's
bit
hard to
different.
gauge. But I'm assuming she's up there. But yeah,
She just
she was just
32.
walking gingerly. She had to go to her car and she has oxygen. And I'm just like, and I made sure she stayed way over there because I was like, yeah, every time she came close, I took some steps back. Like, well, I gotta go downstairs. Like I got all the vaccines and stuff, but I ain't trying to get any more boosters.
Exactly. So she asked if she could borrow a, a
Vodka.
couple, borrow
Hmm.
some vodka.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You
Cause
know
she,
what?
'cause it was like Sunday and she was lazy and forgot to order because she got confused what day it was.
Yeah, she probably didn't
And
need to be outside no way.
yeah, I mean, but she forgot to order. Um, but yeah. So yeah, she's like, "Hey girlfriend, would you happen to have any vodka I can buy from you or borrow until tomorrow?"
Don't show a number now.
No, her number's not in there in that part I was showing. And so
Oh,
I
okay.
just showed her I had some in my freezer. So she got about a cup and a half. She was like,
Well,
"Just say it
she
to me."
she probably like shit. I've been in the hospital all this time. I need a
Well, no, she
drink.
hasn't. My neighbor hasn't. It's the other lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's directly above me. That she loves her beverages and had her 6 shooter on the bar. I was like, that is
Shit.
so old. It's so old. I wanted to like.
Oh, so she probably in the 40s, early 50s. Cause back then they used to keep pistols up on the wall.
Yeah, she has a lot of weapons. Like one time we heard shooting outside, and she texted me, "Did you hear that? That was a long range rifle." I'm like, "How do you know?" And
Oh
she's like,
hell.
"Why?" She grew up with guns and stuff like that. She's like, "Yeah, I'm on my patio right now drinking, and I have my gun with me." What are you
God.
gonna do, girl?
See, that's kind of remind me of that couple up in Missouri drinking and guns, long rifles and stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
she's just so funny. Oh, she also has a rifle. So she was like, like she drinks a lot. And then one time she told me that she fell down the stairs. And I was like, when was this? And she's like, you didn't hear the ambulance? I was like, I was probably gone.
what was
Because
she?
I think I would, because the stairs are like right there. And I'm like, girl, you don't need to,
She
where are your
tumbled.
people? You need to be with your daughter.
Oh, that's kind of like a miniature your BFF.
This is the one that like catches me and I have like an arm full of groceries and then
It
talks for
went on
10 hours.
whole conversation. Yeah,
And one time it was just hot and I'm like, I'm dying if I pass out. Ugh.
I would have been like, look, you don't see all this shit in my hand. I got ice cream in here.
And she's dangling with her cigarette. She's a chain smoker. And
Oh,
then I kind of accidentally invited her to my Valentine's thing, our brunch with the old ladies. But I gotta tell her, listen, you can't smoke in my car and you can't smoke there, so you gotta figure it
oh,
out.
you gonna let her ride with you? Um,
I don't know. I don't know. We didn't discuss that yet, but I'm assuming since she doesn't know where it is, I'm going to be transporting her. I'm assuming. I don't know.
um, and
It's Sunday, so we'll see. She may not be awake by then.
but she's a chain smoker. Just got finished with COVID.
No, no, no. That's the other lady with
Oh
COVID.
hell, I'm getting all confused.
So I don't. So I'm just gonna give her name. So Kay is the one that borrowed the wine. Old lady is the one that just got back from the hospital. I don't deal with her. I've never even seen her before.
But she asked about Byron. Okay, so Kay
Kay is the one.
Byron.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. This is the one that always talks to me. I've never. I don't know any of my neighbors except her and the Asian people. That's it.
I'm
And I
sorry.
only know them because we come out. They're always outside.
I'm sorry.
And
I
one
was
day I'm gonna go over there with some wine when they're cooking because I'm like, whatever you have on that grill, we finna eat. Like I got wine.
take some
I
boom for him over there.
don't have Boone's Farm.
That's all right
Boone's
then.
Farm is expensive now.
Oh,
It's
it
up to
is.
$4 now.
Oh, damn. I remember I used to get it 3 for $5
It was a
back in the
dollar
days.
99 in my day, or 2.15 with tax. When I was in college. That
Um,
Strawberry Hill was the bomb.
oh yeah, that Strawberry Hill. Um,
What's the alcohol content in
I
Boone's
don't,
Farm? I'm gonna Google it right quick.
I don't know. But while you're doing that, I've been having radio comment. The far right Christian group have been the ones most against mandate up here. I'm not surprised. It's those Southern Baptist Christians, the ones where they all carry the pistol and
Mhm.
everything in the church. Those the ones that been having the issues.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, it's 7.5, so it's pretty much just sugar.
yeah, they get you. You drink enough of them, it'll get you.
Tear up your stomach. You be on the toilet like,
Well,
did you
back
take your
in the
laxative? It's like,
no,
no, I had foods for him.
hold on.
Ugh.
It depends on who drinking and what your pockets like. Because when that was one of the only thing I can afford back in the days, I used to go get that 3 to 5 proud. I drink the first two. When I turned the bottle up, it came down empty. Back in the days, that third one I sip on. They used to be 3 for $5. I was like, cool.
One of my old gals just canceled on us.
COVID.
No,
Oh,
she's busy. And, well, she's the one that I really don't, I could
like
take her or leave her. Like,
just call it like it is. You really don't like her.
I mean, she's okay, but we're not friends. We're friendly, but we're not friends. Like, she's cool sometimes, but she's not my cup of tea.
Mm.
But
It'd
she's
be
in our circle.
it'd be people like that sometimes. Those the
Yeah,
ones you got
so,
for. You
but
really you sit back and you watch them. You see what they
like
are.
she's one of those who house is messy, figuratively, but always has advice for you, and it's like you haven't even done that for yourself,
I
and
almost said something on
refuses to
there.
listen, and she can't see. You know what I mean? Like you can tell her, well, you should do this, and then gets mad at you. But then if she gives you advice and you're like, but that's not what I need help with. I need help with this. Well, I'm just giving. Oh, who are you raising your voice to? Like but I don't know. I could take
Mm.
her or leave her.
Um, radio said there is a rumor that the truckers are going to try to block things at the Super Bowl. I don't think that work out too good in LA.
Listen, like is it in LA? Yeah,
Yeah,
they ain't gonna last too long.
Inglewood is in Inglewood.
Yeah, they ain't gonna last too long.
Yeah,
Like
that's not gonna
they
work
gonna
out
get
too well.
wind, and before they even get to the street,
Hey,
they gonna have missing tires.
no trucks better be empty.
They gonna have no tires.
And
They gonna be raided and looted. And I don't
they,
know what the truckers are delivering, but they'll be in them streets and on eBay,
they be talking about where they going with those TVs.
looking
but
like Ezel from Friday. Just running.
but you know
Like you
what?
can't catch no crackhead.
I heard something today, and I was going to mention it at the beginning of the show.
Hmm.
When we talked about the concert going on,
Hmm.
but the word street is a reunion about to happen
A reunion for who?
at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but for which group?
NWA.
Like, oh, but like one of them's gone.
Well, that's all right.
So it'll just be the WA.
No, they probably have his son to
Um,
fill in because he played good in the movie. So probably have his son to
was
do it.
his son playing it? Or
Yeah,
because I
his
know
son
Ice
played
Cube,
him in the movie.
because Ice Cube's son played
Played Ice
him,
Cube, but Eazy-E's
but
son played him. If I'm not,
okay,
let me make sure.
because
Um,
I don't recall. I mean,
he done some stuff. Hold on.
because what was the name of it? Straight Out of Compton?
Yeah.
Straight Out of Compton.
Okay. No, no,
Cass.
no, 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 no. I
So it's
take it back.
O'Shea Jackson.
I take it back. It wasn't his son.
Jason Mitchell played him. I don't
Yeah,
know who
played
he is.
Jason Mitchell. But his son played in um, something with Easy. I don't know what it was. Um, I'm trying to think. But either way, got into the rap game a little bit, but that's another story though. Um, I'm gonna ask this question to you. I already know your answer. You doing anything special for Valentine?
Yeah, I'm having brunch with the old ladies on Sunday.
I said for Valentine, on Valentine.
I'm hanging out with the old lady. I'll be at work on Valentine's Day. I'm hanging out.
Yeah.
We're having brunch
Well, yeah,
with a lot of mimosas. I got my sparkling wine chilling right now. I'm in charge. I'm always in charge of the beverages.
of course. Of course. Matter of fact, I need to pop open that bottle you gave me for Christmas.
Yeah, let me know how you like that. It's a
I
little
probably do.
strong.
I probably do it tomorrow night. Give your ex.
No,
Give your
he's
ex
been
the face.
gone. Like that was like so thousands of years ago, and I don't think his wife would appreciate
Be like,
it.
why is she calling you? Did you lick her face too?
No, but get this, an ex is all in my DMs talking about I lost my phone. Give me your number. No, I didn't like you then, and I don't like you now.
I
I'll get you some for your birthday. Okay, I prefer cash. Can
you
I
have my
call you?
cash out.
I prefer
Hell,
cash.
hell to the
And
no,
so I
no,
was
no,
like,
no.
we'll see. We'll
And
see what it looks like.
what day
Hmm?
is your birthday on?
23rd. What day is that? It's a non. I think it's a Wednesday because I think I'm gonna go play poker that day and hang out with the peeps and since I work from home that day and the next day, um, we'll see how I feel. And if there are no manual checks, I won't be at work. So knock on wood.
Well, if y'all want to
But yeah.
bless Miss Risky for her birthday coming up on the 23rd, you can bless her on Cash App, dollar
Mhm,
sign, capital RS, capital KEE, capital BOOKS. And
mhm.
any
Help
amount
me
will help.
splurge on some Chipotle so I can get some guacamole because everything went up, or Starbucks, or
You
drinky
can
drink at
send
the
her
bar.
You can
You know, a couple of dollars.
send her a Starbucks e-card. Um, is it
Yeah, those are always appreciated.
Risky Books at Yahoo? Is that it? You don't know either.
Yes. I was trying to figure out like how are you thinking about sending? I was like, oh yeah, risky book.
Risky Books
I
at
have
Yahoo
so many emails.
at
No, it's
yahoo.com.
just risky at
Oh,
Yahoo.
risky
Yeah,
at
that's why I was like
yahoo.com.
not computing because I'm looking at the screen at risky books. I was like, no, it's risky at Yahoo.
Okay,
So
risky
that's the
at yahoo.com. You can
yeah.
send her a Starbucks e-card for a birthday.
Chipotle. You know
And
what? Chipotle.
Chip-
Yeah, I want to buy if anybody wants to buy me, a Chipotle lunch or something.
hey, hook,
And if
hook.
somebody else wants to give me a couple of dollars for the guacamole, and somebody wants to buy me a Mexican Coke, like I'll make it work.
Let's say
All of our listeners, send me $1 on risky books. I'm
is
sure I can get a meal out of it.
I have a $5 Wingstop card I give you.
Ooh, I
I don't
like
know
wing socks.
I don't know what you would do with it, but
I
uh,
put some on it. I put 5 on it
that's all
because
you can really
Wingstop's
do.
like $15 after. Like you can get like a 6 piece. It's like $25. Oh,
The devil is a lot. Uh, I checked the mail today, and I'm say, oh, Wingstop. They didn't call me back from the issue I had, but they sent me this gift card. And I'm looking, I'm like, how much is this gift card? At the very bottom, look like they used the front they can find,
front or font?
front, uh,
The
$5
font.
gift card. I said, what the hell? I'm like, as much as I spend with Wingstop and the issue I had, I normally don't complain on places.
Yeah.
But Wingstop that day pissed me off. If I place my order by the app, pay for my order, I expect for my order to be ready when it's supposed to be ready. You don't make a decision to decide to cook it once I get there because I wasn't there at the time it said. I'm giving you extra time. Well, I wanted to cook it once you got here. It take 12 minutes to cook wings.
And then it takes them 10 hours to get it to you once you're there.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
who knows? So anyway, yeah.
yeah. But anyway, let the
And it's
people
gonna
know.
be extra busy Sunday, so don't order wings unless you do it in advance.
No, I'm actually uh, I, I'm thinking about pulling Bit Daddy out, but I don't think I'm gonna pull him out. Bit Daddy is my big girl.
Like you gotta specify what that is because that took on a whole different
I thought about it
connotation.
after I said it. It sounded good, but people that knows my grill, my big grill. I call it Bit Daddy.
That's what they're calling
But I
it
was
nowadays.
thinking about pulling it
Can't put
out.
my grill in your garage.
Come park your grill in my garage. uh, well,
Can
not
you
me.
handle this rack of ribs?
But
Anywho,
what I'm doing is I'm actually gonna smoke a brisket. Um, I'm gonna do it on my smaller grill. Um, I'm actually gonna season the brisket tomorrow night and trim it up, get it seasoned, put it on Sunday morning, and because it's hard to find good barbecue, right? Claim to be barbecue, but don't taste like barbecue. Can't taste the smoke. I'm like, let me
I
do
don't know.
my
I
own.
found one place, but they no longer deliver. So, and I don't like where they're located, so I haven't been
No.
back.
Well, that's what.
And they surprised me of the people who work there, because it appeared like the name seems like it's you know. Then you walk in, it's not, but it's really good.
Yeah. What part of town they located in?
in a few.
Okay. Uh oh hell no. I'll
The one
pass
in
by one.
Louisville is awesome.
Yeah, mm-mm,
I mean, I haven't been to the one in Addison, but I
no.
hear great things from them. But it's amazing. Like I was like, can I just get one rib? And then they gave me three. I was like, give me another. And they're pricey though.
Yeah, they very pricey. And Radio asked, does the Uber Eat deliver the keg there? I don't know if they deliver the keg. I'm sure they probably do because that's
Probably
how
depends on
most,
the area.
yeah,
Uh,
most restaurants, that's how they are surviving right now. Is through Uber Eat, DoorDash, all of
so yeah.
that. Yeah, it's another one that they're on the same line. It sound right. The name is the perfect name, but I passed by one yesterday in Cedar Hill. I was like, because my wife wanted some barbecue, and I said, look,
You
them
should try it.
barbecue.
Have you tried it? You should try it. It's
I
actually really good.
I've been there years ago. Mm-mm,
Mm, they probably under different management. Well, you should try a
mm-mm.
different area because, like I said, Louisville's the bomb. Like I was craving a mess. I was like, I want to have a rib for breakfast.
But see, you know the difference between those type of place and the hood place. Uh, those type of place, they only gonna give you maybe two or three bones and charge you an arm and a leg. But you go to the
What do
hood,
you
you
mean two or three bones? I don't understand what that
three
means.
ribs, three ribs.
Well, that's what well, their plate it depends on, they have different plates.
Yeah,
So it just depends on what you want. Usually I do the a la carte because I want the baked potato.
and actually,
And then, like I said, I asked for one rib and they gave me three, like compliment, like two additional. And I was like, oh, okay.
and
And that's
actually,
in Louisville. I don't know how they do in other places because I'm
I
used to
stopped
Kirkland.
at a I stopped at a barbecue place today because um, my wife had taste for something. I'll make it happen, but
Like
um,
servette?
exactly. So we actually, I stopped by a barbecue place today, and I've been there before, and they was good, and they are. Um, so I bought a baked potato. I know, you ain't got to even put it.
Mm,
I bought a baked potato, and it was I haven't ate yet, so I'll be eating it once I get off there. But yeah, that's cool. I like pork ribs. Probably gonna do good. Um, Probably gonna do something this weekend, but I'm not cooking enough to fire up Big Daddy. If I was cooking a whole bunch, I'd fire it up. It just take too much wood to fire it up, and then I'm in a new neighborhood. Scare my neighbors, see thinking somebody house on fire either. So I'm gonna just use my small grill. But Miss Risky, tell the people where they can find you.
I'm all online. You can look up my information on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok at RSKEE. You can email me at rskey at Yahoo. If you have any history ideas or you just want to say hey, check out my works on rskeebooks.com to look at my works. What else I got? I got what? Uh, where am I on Instagram? I think. Hold on, let me give you my other site.
Risky.
I got Risky Feet on Instagram, and I think it's Key Feet on Twitter. So check them out. Feet Key, and oh, I'm up to 10 followers on that.
Hmm.
Probably all bought. So yeah, that's where I is.
Well, that's cool. And also, hit up her Cash App, send her a message. Hit her up on Cash App, put some chain, make it say ding 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 ding,
Chicken
like she
ching
at the
ching.
casino or something. Go and hit her up for her birthday, and then she will respond back and tell you thank you for your support. And you can also follow her on
Depends
these.
on how much it is. No, I'm just kidding.
It depends on how much it is. Now
I'm just
we
kidding.
supporting Miss Risky, but I'm telling y'all, come June, it's gonna be a party all month long. It's gonna be a party. That's the big one. So, but continue to support the show. We working out some things with my schedule because my schedule have gotten crazy. Um, so whenever I get off early, I think I'm gonna just come on because right now my days are kind of jacked up. So continue to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, D Live. So Anchor.fm, which we still question about that situation last week. They part of, yeah, we'll talk about that later. But um, so we thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Um, see y'all Tuesday night. Until then, peace.